the same one.
But you see something back there?
I see something in the street back behind us, and there's a pullover at least.
Okay. Well, somewhere there was a call for a female officer down here.
Okay.
So you want to go
2 streets back, and then if you go up, you'll see it once you get to the intersection.
Northbound on 21st, but I think it's just right in the police department.
So yeah, I'm out cop watching during this supposed lockdown. Here's a few people. Look like a few homeless people, actually. Yeah, not this one, but I think the next one is a left turn. So I am the designated person at my workplace that's supposed to tell people about their 6-foot rules. So guys, when we're not driving back and forth to do the cop watching, stay 6 feet away from me. See, I've done my civic duty, right?
Oh.
Oh,
it is. Okay, yeah.
845.
I'm gonna close this live stream after I film this video because it's vertical instead of horizontal, and that makes me insane. So check back with the live stream in a minute after this call gets filmed, because I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on again once I get it nice and horizontal, because I can't stand watching it, and I don't think I should put you guys through all that crap. So
3816 copy 734 P8.
Okay.
845 taxi, please.
Okay.
that's a nice spot.
There, yeah.
So yeah, guys, there's a call we're about to film. Now remember, guys, when we're out here at our job site, now stay 6 feet apart. Very important. Remember, the governor has mandated, and she's in charge. There's someone on the streetcar threatening to shoot everybody on this mass transit right now. It's just a few blocks away from where I'm at. Yep. We got cops messing with some homeless people up here on the corner. I see it. So yeah, there's that. Trying to stay 6 feet away.
What's that?
Serial? That's the area code for the Saipan is the one, right?
No. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Different island.
Viewers.
Different
We
island.
shot that guy on the hand signals that I'm watching the cop. He gave me a thumbs up.
These guys take
How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Well, it's at 691, right? Let's see, 691. Area code? That is Texas, dude. Yeah, one is Texas. Yeah, what's that?
No, I'm not going to go up and attack him.
You can't see your grandpa and grandma. Or your
Can I
grandma.
still find your phone?
Likely they're not going to see the person.
Why did you get
That's how it works. You're familiar with it. That's how it works.
You have
You have to follow the DA. You've got to consider being out on the street. They're not going to be running after the party. Okay. Just I want to be realistic. You can ask. You can review it. They'll make a determination.
What about
the first time I've ever seen you.
the DA?
Well, if it's a continuing issue, then at the event, if from this one event, then
That's fine, officer. What I'm telling you is now because you guys all refuse to make it an issue.
no, I'm not. No, I'm writing. I said I write the report. Here's the deal. I write the report. I just can't guarantee the DA is going to prosecute on me. So I got to get you a case
Can I
number.
get a TRO again?
You can go to the court's petition for a
So as if life isn't hard enough on these homeless people in this time of crisis, they have to come out and ticket them, get them in the system, and mess with them.
But I got to go get the business card and case number for you. You know, that'd be great. Come on over.
What is it? What's going to be?
He's recording it, just so you know.
Actually, I'm recording the cop. Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome.
Doing a great job. Thank you, sir.
Right on. Well, I'm glad you appreciate cop watching.
Oh, you're cop watching?
Yeah.
You guys have been going strong for like 30 plus years.
Amen.
If
Yeah.
you could give me a minute after, I'd love to speak with you.
Sure. I'll totally give you a minute. I'll give you all the airtime you want.
These officers are doing great. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you watch them though too?
Oh, I am. There's two other people watching them.
Oh, you're not. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, guys, stay 6 feet away from me, all right? I'm the officer in charge at my workplace that's in charge of telling you guys that. So the governor says I have to do that.
How long have you been here, sir? How long have you been in Florida?
Oh, we got here about 5 minutes ago.
No, how long have you been in Florida?
Oh,
I've been doing cop watch since 2011.
You've been doing a complex?
I have.
How long have you been doing it for? Who did it before you? Because there was a gentleman who looked just like you.
huh?
Are you sure you haven't been doing it longer than that?
No, I've been doing it longer. I've been doing it longer than Bob.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm telling you, I've seen people just like that come along and freaking like make this stuff happen, bro.
Right on.
For real, my mom was stabbed at. Hey, my mom was stabbed at the Northeast 7th and Flanders,
Mhm.
the other side of the highway, on July 19th, 1997. They still never found out who did it. The other night I was whacked out with a mallet in my head. I didn't press charges or nothing like that. And then, my brother-in-law was shot and killed over in Hillsboro, Oregon.
It's a really difficult thing when things don't get solved, you know.
Yeah, it's bullshit. The point is, motherfuckers told me if you go around fucking around, you go fucking say hi. Big deal. Say it again. With a work for it. Alright. It's a pretty much like, man.
It's hard.
I grew up with a lot of these.
It's hard. Spoken hard. I guess it is, but it's complicated. Except to say, guess it is.
So, the Portland Convention Center is being used for housing, emergency housing of homeless folks, and it's basically a big giant room with a bunch of beds crowded into the center of the giant room, and they're about roughly 6 feet apart, but there's so many people they're trying to cram into that small space that it makes absolutely no sense epidemiologically. It's to me, it's just a place to get rid of them, and if they die, oh well, at least they're separated from the rest of society kind of thing. Portland City government have been struggling for almost 10 years to come up with a plan to deal with all the homeless people.
It's a lot of them. A lot of them.
And magically, during this COVID-19 crisis, they were able to get the convention center to be used as a makeshift homeless shelter. Like magically, you know. And they're telling everybody else to stay home and not be in groups, yet they want to crowd, you know, hundreds of homeless people into a confined space together for their protection. It makes absolutely no sense. I mean, unless you're trying to kill them.
porque eran American.
Is all these are they closed? So yeah, if you're just tuning into this, I'm going to be cop watching tonight, live streaming it to Facebook. So tell your friends if you're bored, you want to watch some actual real stuff happening and know what's going on outside as opposed to the news. You can see some actual real legit shit happening. As you can see, Max is very sparse. There's not very many people traveling on it. Hell yeah. Just got a shout out. Somebody said cop watch is right there. What's up? Oh, yeah? Okay, yeah. Thank you. I'll be here all night, man. You check me out on Facebook. It's guys on my Facebook right there. He's gonna watch this stream. So, guys, let me know, how is this stream? No, I'm not being arrested. What's going on, Gavin? I'm going to be out cop watching tonight during this first day of the governor's order to stay at home. It's my understanding by reading the executive order and reading the actual ORS that it's talking about how it's got some kind of legal teeth or standing, that if you're traveling back and forth to work, or if your business that you do is not on the list of businesses that they're closing, that you can still operate as in public as long as you're maintaining a 6-foot distance. So I'm out cop watching because I'm an independent contractor with YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna be cop watching tonight, Gavin. And why, Russ? It is nice, Russ, that I'm not getting arrested. But yeah, you also, if you're operating in public and you're not on that list of businesses that should be closed, you have to designate someone to be the person at your work that's in charge of making sure people are compliant with the 6-foot apart rule. So there's another cop watcher, and they're about 15 feet away. And there's another cop watcher right there. It's about 25, 30 feet away. So I'm good. So I'm in charge of making sure that the state mandate of 6 foot apart is being observed. I will snitch on you guys. If you guys get closer to me than 6 feet, I'm going to call the governor personally and tell her that you have been naughty. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, Gavin. I'm out cop watching, brother. If anybody wants to jump in on this and this live stream, say hi. Totally willing to let you on. Especially Russ and Gavin, because, I love both of y'all. Russ is actually a really good friend of mine from a long time ago. And I've been friends with him since forever, and he's basically family. I would love it if Russ would jump on a webcam and come on here and talk with me. Laura Keller, I love you. Hey, Jeff Thomas Black. Yep, definitely resist blue ISIS, Gavin. But there's a way you can come in here. I click on your names, I think. Or maybe you have to request being brought into the live stream. Somebody Google it. I've never done it on Facebook before where I brought in another person. I think it's as simple as a couple clicks. But let me stop pointing the camera at myself and point the camera at the cops, because that's what I'm out here actually doing.
Like, you from Chico? No. Where from? Yeah, but Chico before. Chico? Yeah, there's the place. They go Chico, Paracata. Yeah. Paracata? From Turkey, Hawaii, Bombay, Hawaii.
Where in Hawaii?
Huh?
Where in Hawaii?
Oh, India.
How long did they
Like 1 month.
Yeah, as if these people's lives weren't complicated enough, we have the police out messing with folks on the street. So that cop is not maintaining social distancing. He's closer than 6 feet to that guy over there. Somebody should snitch this cop out. Somebody should call the governor. Somebody needs to call Governor Kate Brown and say this cop is closer than 6 feet to this homeless people. Oh, now he's walking a little further away. Oh. And if you're watching this, Kate, you can go fuck yourself.
What's that?
Oh, I told the governor that if she's watching this, she can go fuck herself.
Oh, okay.
Maybe somebody that knows the governor's email could forward this along to her and tell her Mike Bluehair said go fuck yourself. And how dare you close businesses and force people into destitution? And how dare you deceptively release a news headline saying that there will be a moratorium on evictions? All that moratorium is the sheriffs won't be nailing eviction notices to the door, but you can bet your sweet ass, you can bet dollars to donuts that if you do not pay your rent when this crisis is over, your landlord will evict you. So people are going to lose their housing because of this. You know, Trump signed the Volstead Act just about a week ago. Freed up more than a week, like a week and a half ago, freed up $5.5 billion to be used on relief efforts, and yet the government has done nothing to help the average person that is complying. Now, my question is, we're approaching the 2-week mark of where a lot of service industry jobs in Portland have been closed, so people are going to get their first no paycheck, you know. I wonder how that's going to affect how people act and behave. And it's my understanding that most people, the majority of people, only have what's in their refrigerator and a few other dry goods in their houses for food. So if people can't work, can't feed themselves, what is the alternative? You know, I mean, the government is creating this situation where there is going to be riots in the streets. Because I'm sorry, as far as my moral compass is concerned, if you don't have any food, you don't have any way of paying your bills, paying your rent, and the government says you can't go outside, like, what is the alternative but riot? And personally, I'm not going to judge these people. If I see people breaking into grocery stores because the government has forced them out of working, I am not going to shed a tear or bat an eyelash. I'm going to be thinking, well, these people have every right to scavenge for food. Eating is a natural human right, you know. And government closing national parks and state parks and city government closing city parks. That is the opposite of social distancing. Those are open spaces that people could go in and be away from each other, but they don't want that. You know, that's what doesn't make any sense. They want people to stay home and cluster together, you know, in groups and not move. Like, that makes absolutely no sense to close off and make it prohibited to have access to open spaces. You know, makes no sense epidemiologically. So there's so much about this that's just crazy. Government's creating an environment of fear. Government's creating, you know, the lack of people being able to go out and work and take care of themselves. Government's creating people losing their housing, because people will still be evicted. They just won't be nailing eviction notices on doors during this crisis. But like I said, I want to see what happens to people that don't pay their rent right now. I guarantee you they'll be homeless. So government is antithetical to human beings right now. You know, Trump has saw fit to throw lots and lots of that $5.5 billion that he's allocated to his big corporate friends, allocating money for various businesses and relief funds and bailing out various Wall Street companies so they can buy back their stock so they can stay afloat. But absolutely no relief has been given to the American people. So open revolt, looting, if it happens, the only person to blame is government. Because I'm sorry, staying home and starving is not an option for a logically sane human being. You have every right to go outside and fish. You have every right to go outside and hunt. You know, you have every right to go out and scavenge for food, since government has made tens of thousands of Portlanders jobless. Right, hundreds of thousands across the country. I'm just talking about the town I live in. I'm gonna report on this, but yeah, hundreds of thousands across the country, jobless and destitute. Like, so this is a powder keg. It's not gonna. I think they're just trying to clamor to get martial law. It looks like they're clamoring to just get the. They're clamoring to just get the National Guard on the streets, because they know that there will be rioting if they don't do something about it. Like, how dare government do that to people? Tell them that not only can you not go to work, but you can't go out of the house and find other work.
Yeah.
So I've noticed this cop was fondling his sexy time gloves to make sure they're on right. So that I think they may be transporting this guy to Multnomah County, or they might be taking him to Cheers or something. I don't know. But I just noticed the way he was fidgeting with his gloves. I think they're going to take him. His body language. Yeah. So yeah, there will be socio-political ranting during my cop watching tonight. I am not going to be aggressive or mean to the police unless they're aggressive or mean to me. I am just going to come out and document. And I am the designated person to make sure people stay 6 feet apart at my workplace. Or maybe I'm wrong, but I'm totally reading this cop's body language that he's probably going to take someone. I mean, my question is, why not leave this guy alone to drink his 2 liter of pink soda, or peach? I think it's peach. Yeah, it's tropical fruit punch, so it's like a pinkish color. Like, what the hell? I mean, a lot of people scream about how wonderful the Constitution is, and I'll grant you that. But my favorite founding document by far is and always will be the Declaration of Independence. And the only things that Jefferson, when he was writing it, had the want or desire to mention twice as the people's right and their duty to throw off the government and provide better guards for their safety, security, and prosperity. It's actually mentioned twice in the Declaration that we have the right, we have the duty. So I would say this government response to COVID virus, the COVID-19 virus, is viral scare is absolutely antithetical to liberty, the liberty to eat, the liberty to make a living, the liberty to pay your rent, the liberty to have shelter that you work by the sweat of your brow to have. Government is threatening to take that away if people just sit and do nothing. And that government stimulus check is just BS. The $1,500, it's based on a 2018 taxes. If you're homeless or poor and you didn't file taxes or you didn't make enough money, you're not getting anything. All that is lip service so people don't riot when they start running out of food and when they start getting kicked out of their houses, when they start losing their houses.
So where's the camera? Good. Okay, so I stay here, you come here, and I stay here, and I see you.
Hey, lunches in there?
Hey, Brian. I'm at a scratch. I'll be over here.
He's going to make this guy some toilet paper. It's a shit ticket when they write in their fancy little book. It's a shit ticket, admit one to the toilet. So the only civic service these cops are doing right now is handing out shit tickets. So shit tickets, admit one for a crap. It's something to wipe your ass with. Yeah. No sandwiches. Well, if you go to jail, they got sandwiches. They got those nasty green bologna sandwiches with that nasty ass fucking soggy cookie.
Coffee cigarette.
Oh yeah, and something else, something else that should start a wave of rioting. The nasty green bologna sandwiches they serve at Multnomah County Detention Center are so bad they should be considered cruel and unusual punishment. Because we don't trust him. Yeah.
Oh, this is why you guys
Yep. I work for you right now. Yeah.
I work for them.
You work for you, and I work for you right now. Amen. And I work for you. I'm here on your side.
Okay, I'll get it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, brother. Because cop watching is a civic duty to my community, not my government, my community. I love my community. I hate my government. Because, well, their solution, stay home and starve. Leave your house. And we'll prosecute you. You can't go to work. That's government in 2020 in America. You can't go to work. You can't leave the house and get more work. You can't go out and go fishing. Can't go out and go hunting. You can stay home and starve. Love your beloved government. That's the little love note that government has given to the American people over the last week.
Yeah.
Stay home, starve. You're fired from your job. You can't work. You go out and get another job, and we'll fine you or ticket you or intimidate you.
They keep saying 14 days, but it's 14 days upon 14 days upon 14
Right.
days. Eventually, these business owners are going to run out of money.
And they're going to go. These businesses are going to close down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
This is a fire sale. Rich people that have enough money, like when all these local businesses close because they can't operate anymore, all these units on the first floors of these Agenda 21 apartments, all this shit's going to go for, at an extreme discount. So the super rich are going to be able to consolidate wealth from this crisis. It's going to be a massive give out of money that made what happened in the 2008 bailout seem paltry in comparison.
Some of the businesses are going online now.
Right, but they all can't do that. So yeah, we're going to see a consolidated, a vertical consolidation of wealth if all these small businesses close and the big guys, the big stock market robber barons, the people that have money so that they can, I want to look at the put options on stocks pre this crisis.
Yeah.
You know what a put option is?
What's that?
It's a bet in the stock market that a business is going to fail, and if it fails, you get more money, right? I want to look. If I was one of my viewers right now, I'd like to go look at the stock market and look at puts. Look at puts during the week before this crisis started, and see if anybody in the stock market was betting that a bunch of businesses were going to fail, or lose money, or just lose stock value. But yeah. The financiers, that class of people will be consolidating wealth. And when the Fuhrer in charge, the orange-haired menace, whatever you want to call that piece of trash in the White House right now, freed up $5.5 billion, first thing he did was make sure that a select group of corporations were taken care of. There's a word for that. When government, through edict and dictate, determines which businesses stay open and which stay closed, the word has three syllables, starts with an F. Oh yeah, it's called fascism. It's precisely what Benito Mussolini did, was consolidate and have state-approved businesses, and then all the other businesses had to close. We have medical fascism, medical police state, whatever you want to call it, but that's what's happening right now in America. And people need to wake up and smell the fascism. It stinks. How long can people go with the anxiety of knowing that they're not going to be able to afford their rent? How long can people go? After about a week, because most people have that in their food stores at home. Then they go, and if you're not allowed to work, you don't have the money to go to the grocery store. They leave the grocery store open fine, but if nobody can afford to buy anything in it, what's the point of even having a grocery store left open? Yep, shit ticket at Met 1.
Just call this a future warrant.
Last year, more homeless people went to jail than any other group of people in Portland. Over 50% of the arrests. % of the arrests in Portland were all of homeless people. Homeless people represent about 1% of the population here. That is just disgusting over policing. Just disgusting, disturbing, over policing.
Yeah, the court's gonna point you. Then you can look at the video. You just don't go around shoving and touching people you don't like it or want to. Okay?
So, did they charge him with misdemeanor harassment or felony harassment?
Misdemeanor.
Oh, misdemeanor. Okay. So, they're citing for misdemeanors right now, apparently. Because I heard on the police scanner that MCDC is at capacity, right?
I didn't hear that.
Okay. Okay.
I heard that a couple days ago.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be on the scanner all night, so I'll know in about an hour or so if MCDC, Multnomah County Detention Center. Yeah.
Yeah, it's changing as the hours go by. It's different every few hours. 4 or 5 days ago, I walked out there. It was. I wanted to say that. But then I've seen some gathering places I've never seen gather before waiting, and I don't know for what. I don't know if someone said, hey, we'll invite you just go wait at this location too. Spaced out on the corner of the public block.
Hey, I'm Foster. What's up? Yeah, public transportation's still running. Dwayne. No, I'm out cop watching tonight. Doing my civic duty. Thanks, Cruz Gonzalez. Daryl, what's up? Yeah, guys, I'm going to be turning the stream off and restarting it in a little while and doing it. How well is the stream quality? Can you guys give me an idea? Let me know. Do you get good audio? Is the video looking good to you? All right, so yeah, I'll be out cop watching today and into the evening. Okay, I will stay well. All right, I'll see you guys on the next stop that I film, the next police encounter with the public. Be safe out there, guys.
Hey, Mike, you done?
If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. Don't let it happen. It depends on you.